Good evening, everyone, and welcome to FRL F2. I had to pause there because I was going to say TFRL. FRL F2 here, round 13 here in Belgium. I'm JemsHead14, and I'm going to be one of your commentators this evening. Bullboy is currently having his pit stop, so he's unable to talk to us at the minute. Hopefully it is a very nice pit stop. But we are here in Belgium, famous, of course, for the SDB car crash that was caused last season, all four wheels off at a Rouge. Hopefully we don't see a repeat of that tonight. But FRL F2 is the place to be here tonight. Forget about ILR. If you're just tuning in, welcome. And we do have 17 drivers currently in the lobby waiting for the start, which will happen in about 5 minutes' time. Just waiting on a couple more drivers to join. We do have a very controversial figure in Jacko back.
Yeah, I was just thinking because there's 3 spaces left. I just want to make sure that the lobby's filled up with people before I officially go. Evening. Yeah, people are on standby though. F3 drivers and reserves as well, so superhero. Yeah. Well, actually, just looking at my my friends list here, I have Pelly on standby, and he's basically an F2 reserve driver. Pelly, Geronimo's on Fortnite. Huibo as well is doing something. So I'm gonna say first come first serve. Yeah, there we go.
Enemy to put on that list.
That's sent. And alright, you invite Mads, and I will see who is joining. Pelly has joined. Hopefully his connection has improved. And the final
we'll see on the right-hand side. Final place is going to go to Mads. There we go. He's in. Lovely.
Brilliant.
Says 20 drivers. If there's a F2 regular that does want to join, we will have to ask one of them to leave, I'm afraid. Or we could just kick out Jacko. Because anything is better than having Jacko racing.
Well, hopefully he's learned his lesson. I'm hoping that he has. Because obviously the last race he raced in was Austria, which was quite a long time ago. Britain, Hungary, Germany have been and gone, so he's had a lot of time to reflect.
Yes, I've just seen Storm's comments, by the way, in the chat, in the YouTube comments. He's saying, not Pelly, his connection is shocking. On my screen, he's at a 4 bar at the minute.
His connection was shocking last time. Hopefully it's improved.
Well, we'll find out. We'll have to find out, of course. 2 minutes until the rest start. Right, or the qualifying start.
Yeah, I'll one in the PSN chat is saying, why is the lobby full? So we should be all good to go. I think I can have my my pit stop.
You'll be able to. I can take the guys through quality. Oh, standings!
Yeah, oh yeah. Okay, you go through the standings, I'll have my pit stop.
Matey Boy's a spectator. Matey Boy's a spectator. Somebody's in his car, I think. Oh no, there we go. You can join in his Renault. Go in your Renault.
Oh,
Stop making life difficult.
I was about to have my pit stop and Matey Boy's
When he got
Oh,
spectator. There he is. He's in the
right.
middle. There
Oh
we
no,
go.
he's in spectator.
Oh no, he's
still.
left. No, he's left. Oh yeah, he's in spectator. What the hell?
Right.
I think there's a glitch going on with him and the Renault, that last Renault seat. If you can hear us, leave the lobby and rejoin. There we go. He's in Renault now.
Renault. Oh, thank goodness.
At last.
I think I can have
Oh.
my pit stop at last because I'm going spectator mode. Everyone
I'm
can
going
ready up.
spectator mode. Yeah.
And I'll hand over to you to read the standings. And also, oh, by the way, add 18 points to Vienme's score because I messed up a little bit, and take away 3 from Radiant
So
Wizards.
that's on a. So hang on, what? Take what away from Radiant Wizards?
3 points away from Radiant. Raiden, because I messed up a bit. Sorry about that, everyone.
Right,
but
okay.
yes, okay, right, off to my pit stop. We can start.
We can. We can indeed. We can start, guys. So everyone ready up in the chats, and if anybody's watching us, yeah, the standings: 208 points for Unseen. He has dominated this season. 6 wins to his name. 3 of those that he won, he set the fastest lap in. And his last one that he did that one was Britain. 116 points for Bossman. He is currently sitting in second. Every race that he has finished, he has not been at the top 3. Bass in third, plenty of seconds to his name this season. He's only a point behind Bossman. Unseen might be running away with the title so far, but these guys can catch him if anything does go wrong. Vienme now on 101 points and not 83 points, as Bullboy told me literally a couple of seconds ago. Lixer on 71 in 5th, Vienme in 4th, by the way. Lixer in 5th on 71. And then we've got JB on 60, Jumpalainen in 7th on 59, Felix in 8th on 52, Amanda on 50 in 9th, and in 10th is Storm on 48 points, with Radiant Wizards now down in 11th, based on his 3-point deduction. And he's on 46 points and not 49, as it is appearing on the document. Time for Pace on 45, Matey Boy on 41, Rocco on 40, and F1 Spider rounding off the top 15 on 31 points. He's had 2 DNFs to his name recently, F1 Spider, but hopefully we can see the best out of the Irishman here. We've got a full grid, and we are about to go racing here in Belgium. Famous course for corners like Eau Rouge, Les Combes, and the brilliant Pouhon. And hopefully I did pronounce that right. Just me, I had that. Looking at the comments, what is going on in the comment section tonight? Someone's in my car. 3 Renaults. Yeah, we saw that. We saw the 3 Renault situation going on. Hopefully there's no 3 Renaults out on track. But it's a wet qualifying session. Wow! It's a wet qualifying session. It is intermediate conditions here in Belgium. I think this might have been similar to what we saw either last season or the season before. Certainly in one of the recent races that I've seen in Belgium, it was intermediate conditions. Everyone readying up. A long time ago, we started on time. Feels bad. I don't know why everyone is feeling bad in the comment section, but still, we are nearly a minute into the qualifying session here, and everyone is about to get on track. They're just preparing their setups. And we've got to be careful. There is action now going on in the Ferrari pit garage, and it looks like Bossman might be the first out on track here. Bossman is about to go out on track first. So, the number 9 on your screen, Bossman, exiting the pits, and everyone else will probably start to come out in the next minute or so. Bossman sets out under his flying lap, under his outlap, sorry, for his final lap. And of course, no ERS will be used up in this section, in this stint. But Bossman currently sitting in second on the standings at 116 points. Can the Brit close in on his fellow title rival, Unseen, who does appear to be running away with the championship at this stage in the season? But anything can happen, of course. We saw it last season with Montana, Unseen, and Punisher, of course, in Hungary last time out. Last season, that was. And, of course, Unseen did go on to win in Hungary last week, with Vienmi finishing second and Boltzmann finishing third. I'm going to go for a little bit of a wild and wacky prediction here in the wet conditions. I'm going to say Boltzmann's going to go pole. I think Unseen's going to go second, and I think, I don't know, somebody like Amenda. He hasn't been attending the races. He's here tonight, the Spaniard. I think he could do quite well, and Amenda, I think, will get third here in this qualifying session. Everyone out for Radiant Wizards and Little Brookie, they're all out on their outlaps now. And those two still remain in the pits. Radiant Wizards in the Sauber, and Little Brookie in the Red Bull, of course. And Boltzmann, as Bass has left the session, which is quite unfortunate, as a tube of sweets has fell on my floor. Boltzmann is about to start his lap. Coming through Blancham on the flat left-hander. You can take that at near 200 mile an hour in the dry. In the wet, you can probably only take it at around 175, 180 mile an hour, possibly. As Boltzmann taking a very wide line through the final corner to get the run off the final corner. And he now starts his lap in earnest. And we go for a lap on board with Boltzmann. Currently sitting in second place in the standings. There's a yellow flag in sector 3. Not quite sure who that might be. Bass has rejoined the session, I do believe. And now Boltzmann running down towards Eau Rouge and Radion. This is Eau Rouge. And now up to Radion. Taking it very, very steadily through there. You don't want to be losing it in the wet through Eau Rouge. I guarantee you somebody will lose it through there on this lap. Boltzmann now running up towards Lecombe at the top of the hill, as they go circling downwards from this point onwards, right down to Pujon, which is, I think, the lowest point on the track. Boltzmann now coming round this corner, very nice indeed. His first sector, let me just point out his first sector to you. I missed the first sector. It was a 32.5 flat, so Boltzmann is in the good first sector there in the intermediate conditions, taking it very cautiously as you do in the wet conditions here, in the intermediate conditions. 4 minutes through qualifying, and Boltzmann takes Pujon at around 130 mile an hour and around about a mid-50, and Amenda has crashed. Amenda must have crashed at Eau Rouge. There's a yellow flag in sector 1, so he must have crashed there. There was nobody interfering with him. So that is purely Amenda out the session. So there goes my prediction straight off the bat. And Boltzmann now coming through Stavolo. This is Stavolo he's approaching now. And his middle sector, let me just go on board with that middle sector. He's at 52.7, so that's not too bad through the middle sector. So he's averaging around a 124, I think, at this point. Boltzmann now comes around the final couple of corners. I would be expecting like mid-150s here from some of the guys. Boltzmann now around the final corner. The yellow flag still in sector 1. Boltzmann is about to come towards the line. Little Brookie has crashed out. It's that at Eau Rouge as well. Rocco's got a 5-place grid penalty for a collision with Little Brookie, so that might explain that. But Boltzmann sets the fastest lap currently with a 1:55.7. Felix on the run up to the line now, Ryan behind him, and he is not setting a lap. That was a 55.4, so would have been quicker, but it did invalidate on that lap. As Unseen now comes through the final couple of corners. Jumperland has just jumped up the second now with a 56.7. He's a second off Boltzmann at the minute. Unseen coming across the line, and he's only gone third, and he's a 56.9. 1.2 seconds off the pace. That might have just been a banker from Unseen. Gennaro sticks himself up into second there in the Haas. Very, very good lap from the Italian there. A superhero now just passing a Toro Rosso there. That might have been Vienmi on his lap. I think that was Vienmi on his lap. Superhero now coming across the line. He might go ahead of Matey Boy here, and he just jumps in behind Time for Pace. He goes 7th, 1,000th off Time for Pace there. And Vienmi did set a 2:03, so he did mess up on that lap, and he doesn't look confident in these wet conditions at all. Storm on the run up to the line now, and it's a 57.1. He goes 5th, just behind Unseen, and I think that's the closest he's going to get to Unseen in quite a while. I guarantee you that. 57.1 from Storm, 56.9 from Unseen, of course. Anybody else on a lap? As of note, Rocco is on a lap. Jacko coming through the final corner now in the Williams. He's going to be put right up there here. He could go ahead of Storm here, Jacko. And he doesn't. Just goes ahead of 80 Boy with a 157.2. That is a respectable lap from Jacko. And he's up to 6th place. So, the wet conditions finding himself up into 6th. Nice lap there by Jacko. Felix is 3/10 up in the middle sector. Of course, he did set a 55.4. This could be a 54.9 possibly from Felix. Bossman goes quicker with 55.2. Here's Felix now coming around the final corner at the bus stop chicane. Here he comes on the run up to the line. He didn't get the traction off the final corner, but he just about sneaks it. It's a 54.9, and Felix goes pole for now. With nearly halfway through the session, and Felix leads on a 1:54.9, Bossman in second on a 55.2, and Gennaro ran 1.3 seconds back in third, but he's leading the best of the rest at the minute. Unseen jumping in the pits there. Anybody else on a lap as of note? Rocco's on a 16-second lap quicker time. Vienmi improving here. We can run ball with Vienmi. That'll be great! Oh my god! Superhero braking very, very early. Both of them on laps. Vienmi catching Superhero. You can tell by the pace. Superhero doesn't improve, but Vienmi jumps up to third there with a 56.3. It's a good job he didn't go in the back of him there, because that could have well been a 5-place grid penalty. Superhero just has to watch out. I think he might have been going for a lap. I think he should have let him through there, if I really have to be honest. That might just need looking into. Vienmi has run out of fuel just coming across the line there. Rocco is improving, I think. If we can go on board with the Ferrari driver, Reading Wizards getting out of his way. And Rocco now approaching bus stop. And this is looking around a 56 here, I think. Vienmi, yellow flag in sector 1. Not quite sure who that is. Jacko going in the pitch. Rocco now around the final corner, attacking the final corner. He is going to go third here, I think. Yeah, he does. 2 Ferraris up in the top 3. So Bossman and Rocco, second and third. 55.9 for Rocco. 55.2 for his teammate Bossman, who's just came into the pits there. And we're nearly through halfway in the session. But if we can direct the cameras now to Jumpalainen, if we can. Jumpalainen. He is improving by around 9/10, I think, on this lap. And Jumpalainen now coming up towards the final corner. He is right on it here. He's going to be going around Felix Bossman sort of area. Oh, and he's coming in the pits. Disgraceful. Oh, Matey Boy's off. Matey Boy off in 7th gear. Not quite sure what's happening. He's got a puncture. Not quite sure what happened to Matey Boy there. He's run out of fuel. That might explain why he is going very slow and he gets out of everyone's way. There's going to be a car coming through on his left-hand side any minute now. That's Mads going through his shot. Currently sitting in 13th, Mads. Any improvements from the guys further down the order? Time for pace. Looks like he's lining up for a lap. Superhero comes into the pit. My co-commentator is back. Hello? Are you back? Yes, you
Hello,
are.
everyone. I'm back.
You're back. Felix on top, 54.9.
Right, so Little Brookie and Amanda crashing out, I presume they have.
Amanda, I think, lost it at a Rouge by himself. Little Brookie had a collision with Rocco. Don't think it was caught on stream because I was commentating on board with somebody else.
Okay.
Radiant Wizards looks like he's on a good lap here. Down in 16th. If we can cut to him. Oh, he's backed off.
Oh, brilliant.
Typical!
Right. Is there a car off there?
He was right on it there as well. He was going to be around like Vienmi Gennaro sort of area.
Vienmi's off.
Paladin.
As well.
Vienmi?
Yeah, there's a Renault going
Oh,
on.
Bass! Oh!
Where is
Nearly
Bass?
lost the P1. Yeah, Bass just nearly lost the P1 there, and he's on the lap. And he just nearly lost the P1. Don't take a flat out. But that rain is getting lighter, I think. I think it's going to dry up before the end of the session.
Yeah? I think so.
And that is drying up through the middle sector! Oh! I thought Bass nearly lost it there, but it's his connection. Yeah.
Whew, right, so Felix and Boseman seem to be in a league of their own, really.
Unseen in 7th.
Unseen championship leader, 2 seconds off. What?
Oh, Bass. Running through the plasticine board there.
Surely, yeah, he must be saving some
Yellow
time
flag
in the bag,
sector
surely.
1.
Unseen.
Yellow flag sector 1, I think it is F1 Spider going slow. It is F1 Spider going slow.
Raiden's lost it. Oh, riding the curves. and he scrapes the barrier, but gets away with it. That is a hard.
Oh, my controller's charged, lovely.
Oh, where's my controller? 1, brilliant.
Oh, Gino's gone second! Gino's gone second, 55-1. Nice lap, 3-lap all inters as well. That's a very good lap.
Yeah, and
He hasn't
considering...
lost any of that pace.
Yeah, this is his first race back in a very long time, so... Wow, that's quite impressive.
Right, if you're going to ball with somebody else, I'm just going to keep an eye on Postman! Oh, he nearly lost to the Rouge! Oh! Goodness me, good recovery. Very good recovery. Unseen is on the lap coming through the...
Oh, that's him off.
Vienme...
I literally
Where's this
caught
at?
the last... It's at Radion.
Radion, there's the yellow flag in Sector 3 as well.
That is...
Just through Stavolo. JB's gone 6th. And Pelly's gone 4th! 54th,
Wow.
55-4.
It should
Unseen
be
was
definitely
on
getting
lap
right
reading
now.
validators.
With those sort of times as well, yeah.
Gotta say, somebody that shocked me with their lap time, Jacko, 57-2. He was in 6th at one point.
Jacko. Yeah.
Oh, Bass is improving. He's well off the pace. Bass is well off the pace. I never thought I'd be saying that. He's around a second and a half off here.
Well, let's see how
Could be going around Vienme JB sort of area. Vienme coming around the final corner. Bass, sorry, coming around the final corner. 56-6 and he goes behind Vienme.
Yeah, both Force India struggling here. But Unseen is only going a 10th quicker.
31-9
in the first
sector. I want to compare that to Felix's though, because I think Felix, that was 31-6. So Unseen's already 3/10 down on Felix's lap. Ah, so somebody just improved there. Bass has improved. Oh, has he crashed? Has Bass crashed there?
Right, who's coming up to Rouge? I think that would be useful if anyone is. And no one is. It's brilliant, so we don't even know.
Oh, I might have just retired then. Yellow flag in Sector 1.
It'd be great if we could have a track map as well. Just,
yeah, it would. F1 Spider going into AI briefly there. Unseen's just got to be careful of that. F1 Spider going very slow on his lap as well. And Unseen, is he going to let him through? He's not going to let him through, you know. I think the rain's actually stopped that on track.
Yeah, oh, Unseen. Big moment there.
He's just pushing it too much there.
Curb.
Felix has gone quicker, 54-6.
Oh, that's a great lap.
That might take some beating, you know. Unseen is coming around the final couple of corners. He was getting the draft off F1 Spider's car, so that is definitely not going to help. Beautiful braking point though into the bus stop chicane. He is going to go quicker, but how quicker? How much quicker is coming up the line? 56-1. Still not good enough. Still not good enough from Unseen.
Yep, this is good news for his championship rivals, I guess. Apart from Bass, really.
Boltzmann, yeah, Boltzmann in 3rd.
But
Superhero's just gone 9th.
Be great to see or to hear what the conditions are for the actual race.
I need to check the comments actually.
If anyone's said that, that'd be lovely.
Oh no, I don't want the PlayStation Classic. Dry race.
Oh, okay.
Dry race. Felix, Superhero, Storm, top 3 for Bomb Planter. Hello, Jack Meyer. There's no space, sadly. Reb from TFRL B League has joined us. Welcome, Reb. Hopefully that non-existent session that's going on with AZR is going well tonight. That literally, I thought we were going to have a practice session, and that rain has definitely stopped that on track. Yeah. Is DRS going to be enabled before the end of the session? Whoever's last to cross the line might gain the advantage here.
Yeah, and who
but
would
they've got to get out now. They're not going to. Yeah, they're not going to set laps now if they come out.
Yeah, Jon Palainen's looking really good there. Just crossed the line with 1:45 left.
58-2.
Oh no, he isn't. Oh, one minute. That's 54.
Geronimo wants coming in the session as well. Now we've got 20 drivers, I'm afraid. Should have been here.
Yeah, I mean...
Did I just see Jon Palainen and Felix is out, by the way? Jumpalainen, did I just say Jumpalainen take that in 7th gear? Running up the hill. I did. And he's up 31.7 through the first sector. That is a good first sector. Just a 10th off Felix.
Yeah, to Geronimo and Jack, the only
Unsene's gone
person is
fifth.
Mads really, who is in reserve F3, so yeah, that's unfortunate. Unseen is out.
Yeah, Unsene's out, but he did improve 55.4. That's all he can give. Quite shocked at that. I think Ghostman will go quicker than Felix. But watch out for Jumpalainen here, though, because he's going through P1 now. Taking it very steady, but that's a nice line through there. Storm is out the session. Jumpalainen getting caught on the curb nearly there. There's a yellow flag in Sector 1, Sector 2 and Sector 3 at the same time. Now a yellow flag in Sector 1. That's probably for Storm's car, I'm guessing. The yellow flag was just before Stavolo in Sector 3. Jumpalainen, 8/10 up. He's on it. He really is on it. And the flying fin of FRL now coming up towards the back marker. That looks like it might be a Williams ahead. Or a Sauber, one of the two.
Right.
Who is that ahead of him? That is Rocco. That's a Ferrari. So I was completely off the mark. Gennaro and Bosman have just started their final lap. Jumpalainen now running up towards the line. It's not going to be as quick as Felix, but he is going to go second. No, he's not. He's gone fourth. 55.3. He's lost it in the final sector. Goodness me. But I think he's getting another lap in here. That's cheeky.
For me, it says both. Well, Bothman looks like he's on dry tyres, but that's obviously a glitch.
Bosman is on dry tyres. You're right.
Oh, is he? Oh!
He's on
Gennaro's
supers.
lost it. Gennaro's lost it.
Yeah, it's not dries. Whoever tried the dries, I'm afraid you're screwed. Bossman knows that. He's just letting Radiant Wizards through. Bossman knows that's the end of his session. I'm gonna just ruin the session there, if I've got to be honest. Which is quite strange. Anybody on laps of no? Time for pace coming round Blanchimon.
Time. Let's see.
Running out of fuel. Yeah. Superhero can't go quicker. He's gone 9th. Let's hope there isn't punting and moving under braking. Time for pace is on a good lap here, you know. He's improving massively. Time for pace is going to be up around Pelly Unseen here. Time for pace. Oh, it's in about little lap with a 55.6.
Oh,
and that would have put him 7th. That would put him behind Unseen by about 2/10.
Oh, I'm not sure if we improved there. So
Radiant Wizards.
Bossman is. Oh yeah.
Bossman not improving. Pelly's in the pit. Rocco not improving, I don't think. Jumpalainen is 7/10 down. Yeah, he's 2.7 seconds down now. But Radiant Wizards now is coming up towards bus stop. A 10th improvement. He might be the one to keep an eye out on here. Radiant Wizards now coming around the final corner. He's going to go right up there. He's going to go 7th here. Radiant Wizards go 7th. 55.4. Spot on.
Brilliant.
Jumpalainen not improving. Rocco, is he improving? I don't think he is. Oh, he is! Oh, he's gone 2nd! 55.1! Nice lap by Rocco! Pulls it out the fire! And everyone else is done, because Bossman was the last one to come across the line there. So Rocco snatches 2nd off Gennaro.
Incredible.
Wow.
Wow, what a qualifying session. Oh, I get XP for that. Lovely. Thank you very much.
You get XP for that. I'm still waiting for players. Disgraceful.
Oh, he's got a penalty though, so he won't be starting 2nd.
Yes, he does. He's starting 7th. He's starting 7th, I do believe. Yeah, he is. 3, 4, so he'll be starting ahead of Radiant Wizards.
Yeah.
Felix on pole. It'll be Gennaro, Bossman, Jumpalainen, Pelly, Unseen, Rocco, Radiant Wizards, Vienry, Superhero top 10. Then it's Bass, JB, Storm, Matey Boy, Jacko top 15. Time, F1 Spider, Mads. No time set for Little Brookie and Amanda. Amanda crashed out very early in the session, and Little Brookie failed to complete a suitable lap as well. But it is a dry race, we've been informed in the comments.
Dry
race. It should be making for good racing.
Oh,
Hopefully
yeah,
nobody does a Leclerc flying over the top of the other car.
Or an SUV car. It is quite dark,
oh, it
actually.
looks very, very overcast.
You sure it's
Are you sure it's going to be a dry race?
Yeah.
Somebody been reading the weather wrong?
Predictions. I'm going to go for both...
I need to see the order first.
I'm going to go Boastman first, Felix second, Unseen third. So yeah, that's what I think. And I've got a bit of logic to this one actually, because there's a bit of a pattern starting to form with Unseen. And I know he said he didn't like me saying this, but
He wins, yeah.
he wins every other race. And he won last time out, which means...
Yeah, he does. He literally does as well.
Yeah.
I've just seen it.
Since the start, the very beginning of the season, so... yeah, looks like he's set to lose this race already, before it's even started.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to go Unseen for the win. I think he's starting 6th. He's starting ahead of Pelly, who might have lag issues. He's starting behind Pelly, who's got a lag issue. He's starting ahead of Rocco, who is famous for Have a Go Rocco, of course. It'll just be really interesting to see. I'm going to go for Unseen for the win. I think Jumpalainen's going to have a good race. I think he's going to go 2nd. And I think for the minor honours, down in 3rd, as Felix just nearly lost it there,
God.
I'm going to go Bass for 3rd.
Interesting. Well, I think we can already predict that Boastman's going to have a great first couple of laps on those super soft tyres, because he is the only person on the supers. Jacko and Superhero on the mediums, everyone else starting on the soft compound tyres. So yeah, the rain from qualifying has mixed up the strategies a little bit, which is always good to see.
Oh, hang on,
most going for the
tyre?
softs.
Super soft for Boastman could be quite interesting. He could get to around lap 7 before he has to pick. So he might be on a 2-stop.
2-stop, yeah. Although
might
I think
be,
one...
unless he goes mediums at lap 7.
Yeah, mediums can definitely go the whole distance, so... I mean, well,
mediums
distance from lap 7, so...
Yeah, mediums for Superhero and Jacko as well. Quite interesting for Superhero, especially that angle starting in 10th. I think he might just get swamped with a couple of guys around him. Storm, Bass, maybe Matey Boy as well, maybe JP. Some of those guys could jump him off the start.
Certainly going to be interesting. Hopefully we don't get an early safety car like F3. Cause
I've seen it in TFRL now. It's absolutely ridiculous. We've had it twice in about 3 races.
Yeah.
It was absolutely stupid, the one on Friday.
But yeah, the last time a Haas lined up in P2 here in F2 in Belgium, he didn't make it into through the Kemmel Straight because it was STB going for an airplane crash.
Losing all of his wheels.
Yeah, and that wasn't last season because Tierra Montana won, and it was, I think it was raining there as well. It was actually the first season, and Fuad was the person who got pole position that day. And
where's he got to these days?
His PS Plus ran out, so yeah.
Oh, terrible.
Hopefully he can.
But speaking of nobody's PS Plus will run out hopefully during this race. 5 red lights about to go out at one of the most famous racetracks in the world. It's Spa-Francorchamps, and it is.
Oh!
Somebody jumped the start. That's Bass jumping the start.
Oh no, he's lagging.
It's right down the way go to lag. It's a lag from Bass. That's great to see. But Felix has got the run into turn 1. There's a McLaren going quite wayward in the background there. And Jumpalainen's already down. Oh my god, what the hell was that? That was a Leclerc! That was a Leclerc! Bass over the top. Side by side running up towards Radion. Felix and Bossman for the lead of the race. And Felix just about holds on to the lead of the race. That was good action between those two. Bossman's got a very good jump, and now he's right on the back. Side. Yellow flag in sector 1. Who was crashed? Jumpalainen's gaining position. I think Mads might be caught up in something, and Bossman's got the lead of the race.
He has indeed.
Have a go, Rocco! Oh, I thought he was going to go for a move on Pelly.
Oh, Pelly.
He was looking close. Superhero's already up to 7th, and now trying to get past Unseen down the inside. Championship leader running way wide. And that's not great to see from the championship leader. He's falling down positions.
Yeah, Pelly going very wide.
Bass is left
after his airplane crash.
Bass is left. Yellow flag in sector 2. That'll be Little Brookie spun. Little Brookie is spun.
Oh no.
That is the corner before thing. Unseen is dropping down places. The championship leader is on the back foot early. He's down to 10th. He could be at the points here because Time for Pace is coming past him. And Time for Pace has got past him now. Unseen, what is happening? The championship leader. I think he's got right side end plate damage. Just check that.
Let's have a look.
I think he's got right side end plate damage.
He has. Similar to Germany,
That's why he's dropping down the order then. I think he can only hope for a top 5 finish here tonight. Because he's dropping down the field. Bass has rejoined the session, by the way, just to point out. Jompalainen's now all over the back of him. And Jompalainen trying to go around the outside of the bus stop chicane. Surely not. Jompalainen, nice move. Unseen comes in the pits.
Wow, chaotic first lap here. Vienny
very chaotic.
Is getting past somebody. That's Raiden, but Raiden's covered the inside line.
Wizards. Yeah. Nice JB right on this as well. Time to Pace. I'm just trying to keep on board with the battle for second because Gennaro's only 6 tenths off Felix, running up through a Rouge.
Yeah, that could be a.
He's actually gaining time down the straight. Yellow flag in sector 3. Who is that? Who is that? Yellow flag in sector 3. That can only be Bass. Yeah.
He's into the pits. Into the
very strange indeed.
Too wide.
Oh, Vienny.
Oh, time's lost. Oh no.
Time's lost it. And JB nearly went in the gravel there as well. Yeah. JB nearly went in the gravel.
He's escaped with no damage, has time, so he can just continue from there.
Oh, this battle for second's starting to heat up a little bit. Felix now holding up Gennaro, who might in turn hold up Rocco, and then Pelly's behind this as well. So we could have a 4-way battle for second developing very soon.
Storm and JB quite close to each other. Storm around the outside. We hardly see any overtakes here.
He's going to give him room.
Yeah.
Nice. Relatively clean though, first opening laps.
Yeah, apart from the exit of turn 1. Everything
again, Storm's in the gravel and Bass has retired from the session. Driver has retired from the session on my screen there. That's brilliant.
Oh, Bass. So
Gennaro.
I think this is the end of his championship challenge.
Oh, Gennaro! Oh, he's trying to dive up the inside of Felix. Very late there at the bus stop chicane. Goodness me, he saw an opportunity. It was like Billy in F3, that.
Yep. Oh, matey boy hit Storm there a little bit. Into the last corner. Or second to the last corner, I should say. And, yeah, no damage done there.
Pelly said that. What? That's broken.
And he's disconnected as well. So he'll be losing places. Pelly, yeah, it's appeared on my screen anyway, so I don't know about you. But Storm and JB.
That was a correct lap, by the way, 1:42.2.
Yeah. Quite bizarre. Storm is looking for a move on JB. And he's got past. Good move there. Yellow flag, sector 1. What's happened?
Pelly's AI. Oh, Jacko, I think. He's had a little bit of contact further down the order, and he is lagging a bit. Is Jacko?
Yeah.
He's just jumped ahead of Time for Pace. And Mads, who went in the gravel there. Mads went in the gravel, just made a mistake. He's lost the position to Time.
Yeah. Oh, matey boy sideways. Oh my gosh. Gosh, that was nearly matey boy going for a trip to the barriers
losing
there.
time to Felix.
Yeah, Raiden and two Sabbers going side by side.
Yeah. Superhero just let him through there, I think. Raiding Wizards, of course, on the soft compound of tyre. And they're both relatively new tyres. Bossman is getting away slowly out in front, but not at the rate we would have been expecting. He's 2 seconds out in front. But I think the call to go on the super softs is paying off, and it's paying dividends so far.
Oh yeah, for sure. But it'll be interesting to see what people go for their first stops. Yellow flags again, sector 3. Oh,
Jacko's crashed! Jacko's out!
Where's this? Let's have a look.
Stavolo?
Looking at Little Brookie. Yellow flags in the distance.
Yeah, he'll be here. There he is, left side.
Yeah.
And Unseen coming through that section as well. Unseen on the super softs, which is quite interesting.
So we'll definitely go for a 2-stop there.
Oh, Bossman lagging a bit out in front.
Yeah, matey boy Jompalainen going wheel to wheel into turn 1. Matey boy succeeds in getting ahead
here.
Yeah,
nice move.
More yellow flags.
Oh, Wizards of Crash have got on board with that. Oh, and Vienny's been caught up on that as well. Oh, dearie me. I just caught the end of that. Raiding Wizards was going sideways up a Rouge, and Vienny's been caught up in that. Oh, that's tragedy. But Jan Paladin's trying to get down the inside at Lacombe. Not quite. Matey Boy hangs on the position for now.
Wow, what a spectacular crash.
4 cars now out of the race.
Yeah,
And everyone just starting to spread themselves out a little bit. No real, like, tight battles going on. Maybe Jan Paladin and Matey Boy, who's now right on the back, actually, Jan Paladin, going into P1. Jan Paladin.
Yeah.
Just going a little wide on the exit of the corner, but he's right on the back of him, and they're both catching JB in front as well, so they've got to be careful that they don't get entangled in this train. All looking very, very tidy though, further down the order. Time for pace trying to catch F1 Spider. Gennaro is closing in on Felix, just about. It's about 3.5 tenths off him.
He'll get DRS
Put it there.
as well.
That was in the
Kleinen, getting the slipstream.
Here he comes.
He's going to go to the outside.
Round the outside, he'll dive inside here. If the opportunity arises, he's going around the outside of the bus stop. This is what we saw with Unseen. He's now got the inside line, and he should get the move done. Matey Boy's got the traction off the corner though.
There's a battle
and
behind as well.
side by side running across the line. There's a massive battle going on in behind. F1, that's time for pace and F1 Spider. Just going. Jan Paladin around the outside of turn 1. Matey Boy, good sportsmanship there by Jan Paladin. He didn't want to go for that. F1 Spider's trying to bully his way past Mads, who was coming back at him there. As they run up a Rouge, I'm currently on board with 8th and 9th. And Jan Paladin got a good run up the corner there. And he's now closing in. This should be him. Easily passed. Look at the straight line speed of Jan Paladin. Wow, easy as you like.
In the background, F1 Spider around the outside.
Ready with its left.
Oh, he's outbroken himself. Time for pace
just
down the
time
inside.
Off just
Brilliant.
About, but time's got it. Is Mads going to try and follow through? No, he's not. Mads going to hang back. Good decision there by Mads. Would have been stupid, but Amenda's now right on the back of this as well.
Oh yeah.
From being in 20th, Little Brookie, of course. Oh, actually, Unseen and Little Brookie are having a little bit of a battle. 14th and 15th, just out the points at the minute, but these guys.
Oh, he's lost it.
May have to pit again. Little Brookie. Oh, that was a good recovery to avoid Unseen there.
Oh my gosh, that could have been both.
Brilliant recovery.
Good car control.
Oh, Gennaro's closing in on Felix for second.
2 tenths. Oh,
he's on the back of him. Could he go for it? He's close enough. Can he go for it down the inside? No, he's not going to try it.
And are they catching Boastman a little bit here? Is Boastman's tyre
starting
to wear?
Boastman's tyre is now beginning to go off, yeah. 1.8 seconds. That gap has came down by about 3/10 of a second. Mads right on the back of F1 Spider though, going through Blanchimont. He was 900ths off him. And Mads is just going to hang it back from F1 Spider. I'm going to jump on board with Matey Boy, he's gone in the pit, but I'm going to jump on board with the battle for second and third.
Oh, he's got a penalty!
Yeah, 3-second time penalty.
No.
That was on the left hand of La Rouge. Bobo Jr. in the background. Gennaro trying to go for a move at Lacombe, not quite pulling it off. He wasn't even close enough, I don't think, there.
Yeah, do apologise about the noise in the background, everyone, but anyway. Amanda is starting to catch this group once again, which is for the final point. It's time for pace to pull away slightly there. Superhero.
Now, hang on.
Oh.
1.4 seconds, Boastman. That gap is coming down. I did say around lap 7 for the pit stop. Will Boastman pit in this lap and go a lap earlier and try and get a 1 stop out on those mediums? Because there will be about 15 laps he has to do on those mediums. I'll wait for Mr. Bullboy's response in a second, but they're both catching these leaders. Jan Paladin right on the back of JD as well. And Mads trying to close up on F1 Spider further down the order as well. I'm going to quickly check the comment section and see how everything's going in the comments. As League 2 Round 1 of TMC is starting back up again. I got launched into the first corner, Bass. As Boastman has pitted. As I just said, Boastman now in the pits from the lead of the race. And this is an interesting call. And that's a set of softs out in the Ferrari garage there. So Boastman coming out on the softs. That's the wrong decision. He's going to have to go for a 2-stop maybe. 15 laps on softs. Can you get 15 laps done on softs?
It's going to be a bit of a stretch.
He's going to be out ahead of time for pace.
We'll see what the other soft runners will do, how long they'll take their soft tyres, and that'll be a great indicator.
But Bulbo Jr. Oh, fight for the lead. Gennaro right on the back of Felix. This is something he came on for a minute. And Gennaro now trying to get past. He just runs himself onto the grass. And he's not going to quite get it done because Felix actually he's trying to pull his nose up the inside. He is stumped right on the back of Superhero further down the order. Can Gennaro get this move done? This is brilliant driving from the Italian. And surely not too well in the
No
poo-on.
way.
This is not acceptable. Gennaro backs off right at the last minute. And that is good sportsmanship between these two. But this battle for the lead now begin to heat up. Postman caught up in traffic. He's behind JB.
Right, so he's come out in a bit of trouble.
He is catching him, but he's going to come out in traffic because he's got Jompolainen and Storm ahead. And Superhero on the mediums.
Oh dear.
Going through
So he needs to get
Stavolo,
past
the
ASAP.
leaders. Gennaro's closing up. I think he's going to have him. He might have him before bus stop here. He's right on the back of him. Look how close he is. Go on, Gennaro. Send one. Send one. He's got the inside line. He's going to go down the inside of bus stop. It's Felix going to try and come in the pits. Good driving between these two. And Gennaro, good respect between these two. This is the sort of driving we want to be seeing in FRL. Gennaro right in the back. Now he goes for the lead. Felix came across him there under braking. That's not acceptable. But Gennaro trying to switch back at turn 1. Can he get it done? Not quite. Felix will have the run down the hill. But Arouge and Radion, the DRS is going to come into play. Postman's just got past JB, by the way. He's now up to 7th. Superhero and Storm are having a battle further down the order. But I'm staying on board with this battle for the lead.
Here we go. Yellow flags.
Little Brookie.
Presumably, I guess. And
Gennaro! Trying to launch it into the corner. No, not going to work. Yeah, it was Little Brookie. That might have had a little moment because he is dropping mass amount of time to Medical and he is pitting.
Storm on Superhero.
Oh, Gennaro! Gennaro launches one down the inside of Felix. That was a bit rash. He might have to let him through. But Gennaro's just about got the lead of the race. Putting him on the grass there was Felix. Felix got put on the grass by Gennaro. He's driving over aggressively, I think, from my point of view. But he gets the lead of the race.
Yeah, that was a bit touch and go, really. But he does take the lead in his first race back. But of course, both men.
He hasn't lost anything.
Did pit.
All of this battling is beginning to let Rocco get into it.
He's closed in 2 seconds.
He's 3 seconds off the lead.
It was 4. It's now 2.3.
Yeah, he's 3 seconds off the lead. Oh, Felix just running a little wide there at Stavolo. But Gennaro running away from Felix now.
And look at Boastman. He's joined the battle with Jompolainen, Storm and Superhero. And he can't find a way
behind
past.
some good drivers though.
This is
He's
going to be
caught up
difficult.
behind a really good driver here in Jompolainen.
Oh, it could be. No way. Side through here. Yeah, Boastman backs out sensibly there. But Storm's close to Superhero.
Storm was going to go for Superhero, yeah. Running through.
Felix is in.
Ronchimon. Is Boastman going to go for it down the inside? Yes, he is. Down the inside. Not quite getting it done, but he is now caught up in traffic. And all of this, where's Felix going to come out in all of this? Felix just at his pit stop, he'll be coming up behind this battle.
Yeah, for sure.
I think.
Got good pace.
Yes, he will.
Around the outside.
JB's just going through turn 1. Felix should get 7th here. Felix coming out in 8th.
Oh, not side by side through Rouge. Yep, Storm backs out there. Good
Wisely
job.
backs out as well. Getting the speed, look at him. He's getting the speed. Storm on the back of the Superhero. This is for 3rd place. And easily, as you like. 208 mile an hour hit there under the DRS being deployed. And a 4-way battle now going on for 3rd place.
And
all of this is going to be helping Gennaro and Rocco.
Unseen, the championship leader, makes the mistake through Rouge and Radion.
Yeah, I was just alluding to the fact that Gennaro and Rocco actually might be getting helped out by all of this. Boastman fighting his way through traffic. Felix is going to be caught up in this if these guys don't pit anytime soon.
Yeah.
Could we see Gennaro or Rocco actually turn from a negative into a positive and try and win? Boastman trying to go around the outside. There's another battle going on further down the order. Felix, JB, and Time for Pace are all within 5/10 of each other.
Incredible stuff.
Very close-knit racing here in FRL F2. And if I've got to be honest, like I've always said, in the commentaries, FRL F2 is better than FRL F1. And tonight is just proving that fact.
And F3 as well, because F3 was...
and F3 as well. Gennaro's in from the lead of the race. He will be coming out behind this battle, I think. Oh, and Super Evil's trying to go around the outside of Storm. And I think Storm's trying to go down the inside of him. Superhero, and there's Postman going up the inside of Superhero. He's got him. So Postman has got past him. Jumpalainen in the pits. JB in time for pace also in the pits as well. And Postman trying to make light work. He just contacts with Storm there on the rear end. Gennaro's coming right out behind this battle. That's not ideal for Gennaro, but he can get to the end on those tyres. Be interesting to see if Postman can get to the end on those softs. I think he can just make it, but it's going to be nip and tough.
Super might have a go at Postman here. Oh, look at this.
Yes, he is. He's got the straight line speed. He's reaching 212. He's got the DRS. He's just got to back off, though, and that's good driving there from Superhero. Didn't want to launch himself. He has still got the pit, remember, as well.
Yeah, of course. And this rookie picking up another penalty, or his first penalty. I'm not sure actually how many penalties he's had, but yeah, not a good day for the Red Bull driver.
Not bad at all. Right, I need to get into some sweets, I think. I'm going to get a lollipop. But I don't know what I got.
So,
I'm fine, I'm going to still commentate. I'm just, my voice is going a little bit.
Oh, right, okay. Well, yeah, Postman needs to get past Storm because Gennaro is starting to join this battle. And Felix too. So Postman, he's going to have to pull that out a big advantage if he's not going to take those supers to the end.
On the back of him. You can probably hear rustling in the background. I will save myself. Rocco's in, but he's going to come out. He's going to be coming out behind Gennaro, I think. Postman trying to go around the outside of bus stop. Surely not under the brakes. Storm has got no clue what happened there. He's coming in the pits wisely.
Side by side as well.
Postman just got him around the outside. Superhero and Felix. Felix now trying to get past Superhero out of an unpromising position. Coming out the pit, Superhero might just back off this. He's right.
The undercut.
Put himself into turn one, and Felix can't find a way through. And surely he is not going to do it here. Surely not. Please back off. Please.
Yeah.
Thank God he's backed off right at the last minute. Superhero just leaves it through the corner. And there goes Felix. He's going to waltz past him now. And Superhero on the back foot. Where the hell's Gennaro came from? Where the hell has he came from? He's now gone from one Superhero for third. And Gennaro's done it down the inside. Nice move. And now the top three are separated by 2 seconds out on track. This is balling down to a good race, this.
Yeah.
This could be the rest of the season.
So, Rocco and Storm were the last people on the soft tyres to pit. And they only lasted 9 or 10 laps, so it's not looking good for Postman unless he can do something quite magical here with his tyre wear.
Just made a mistake there with poo on. Everyone else quite well away from each other. I'm just gonna... I'll mute my mic while I do this.
Okay. Ah, right. Anyway. Yeah, people are starting to spread out a little bit, but I think Unseen will try and make a move on Amenda in a little bit, because he's on the faster tyre. But then again, we still have that battle for first, and especially second as well, to look at.
Do you think Felix is actually holding on to Postman's tail? I think he is. 1.2 seconds. Superhero's coming in.
Yeah, I think people would have presumed that Postman would pull away, but it's not happening. Yeah.
Oh, come on. I'm trying to get some sellotape off this Sweet Shop favourites that I've got for my birthday.
So Superhero, where is he going to rejoin?
He's going to come out ahead of time for pace, I think. No, he's not. Ooh, 7th, I think.
Well, it's going to be close.
Oh, he's out ahead of time for pace. Just about. Ooh, close.
And in the background, Matey Boy, Jumpalainen side by side.
Oh, Storm! Who's just lost it there? Gennaro's in the wall. It was Gennaro in the wall. I thought it was Storm, but it's Gennaro in the wall at Lecombe. And that's after the corner at Lecombe. He hasn't had any contact there with anyone.
Oh, what a shame. Has he got damage?
Where's little Brookie out on track?
Boastman's
he's in
picked up a
second
penalty. He's starting to pull away, but he's cost himself 3 seconds there.
He's going to lose those tyres by the end of the race, though. This is Felix's to lose. Rocco could get himself a second here.
Rocco, yes,
It's possible.
definitely. Although I think Boastman, if he's going to pit, he'll be on the supers and he'll be on a charge.
Yeah, but where's he going to come out? He's going to come out around Storm Superhero sort of area, though.
Yeah, so he is going to have to fight his way back through.
He's going to lose a podium if he pits. Simple as. Better go on to lap 13 here. He's pulled away 2 seconds though on Felix. If that gap can go out to around 3 or 4 seconds, little Brookie is now out the race.
Dear.
He was one of the back markers. I might deploy a safety car, and if that deploys a safety car, then then that'll be interesting.
Yeah.
That might suit Boastman more if he does get a safety car. Gennaro in the pits after that front wing damage. I'm gonna have to use my teeth for this.
And Unseen getting into a battle. Yeah.
Unseen and Amanda. Mads is only 4 seconds off this, so if these two start battling, I think Unseen might have it here at turn 1. If Amanda breaks deep, which he has done, but Unseen didn't really get the run off the corner there. Just taking a little bit cautiously for my liking, I think, tonight, Unseen.
Quite strange there. Time for pace.
Jumpalainen's go past that for pace, yeah. Here comes Unseen. Unseen right on the back of him, and he's going to waltz past him. Unseen now for 11th. Will he score points?
Oh, I don't know.
It's another question that goes through.
Well,
penalties are going to play a factor.
There's another question.
He will catch F1 Spider, I know that. But whether he can get past him is another thing. I think Unseen might be out the points.
Oh,
I have to be honest, this race.
Yeah,
By the way, that is not that's Pelly's AI ahead of him, not F1 Spider. But he is catching. He's nearly caught a second already.
Yeah. So Bass is
Has
left there.
Boastman. Ooh, Unseen nearly making a mistake.
Oh gosh, yeah. Boastman's just pushing as much as he can, I think, and try and extend that gap.
Away, man. I want to get in me sweet shop favourites. God.
Anyway, back to the race.
Struggles of getting sweets out.
Spider.
F1 Spider's picked up a 3-second time penalty, though. That's going to help Unseen. Everyone just spread themselves out a little bit. What I'm going to do is check the comments.
Okay.
Somebody's doing a pre-gaming stream and she looks absolutely gorgeous with those glasses on. Time for pace completely shouldn't be shocking. One race ban, in my opinion. Everyone is so dead at F1 from dead game. I mean, you probably haven't even experienced F1 in your life, mate, so...
Who's dead game?
Dead game? I have a feeling that could be Danny Reese, for some odd reason.
Oh, Rocco. Penalty for him.
Amanda as well. 3-second time penalty behind Unseen.
Well, another comment's gone through there, so I don't know who that is, but...
What is the decision of last night's issue with me, small guy?
The last, second to last lap. Final corner thingy.
Apparently he got bullied. I've seen some of the footage and he got bullied. We will just come on to that point in a minute because I'm just looking at Superhero closing up on the Storm here.
Yeah.
And he's right on the back of him going towards Blanchimon. This could be a move for 4th place. Superhero could be fending up in the top 4 finish here. And is he going to go down the outside of the bus stop? Yes, he is on the brakes. Storm's aware of the danger. Is Superhero going to fight him? Storm fights him on the inside there. A little bit of contact. but it's all clean and fair and love and war, and Storm and Superhero go side by side, but Superhero has got the DRS, he's still on the inside line down in turn 1, he should have the move done, and he has got the move done. Storm just took a deeper entry there from the corner, a wide out entry, Superhero now up the 4th.
Good move there, but Storm will have DRS.
Oh, and Storm's picked up a 3-second time penalty, ran wide. And F1 Spider is now under pressure from Unseen. Unseen scored up massively. Here comes Storm though on Superhero running up towards Lecom. Not going to go for it, I don't think. But Superhero a little bit sketchy on the brakes.
Yeah, well, that was a good
Storm just making a slight
there.
mistake there. Superhero, good defending. Good defensive line, yeah. Unseen getting past F1 Spider.
Yeah, Unseen has. Lovely. Up to 10th.
And he's in the points. And he's behind JB by about a second. Just a recovery drive for him now, I think.
Well, will he have to pit again, though, Unseen? He's on 5-lap-old softs.
No, I would be more worried about Postman.
Yeah, I've only seen someone go to lap 9. That's my worry for Unseen and Postman.
Oh, Storm running in the gravel there. Storm running in the gravel and Superhero running wide, nearly in the wall at Stavolo. Whew. That could have ended in tragedy.
Yep, F1 Spider. I think he's just lost a place to Amenda, has he?
Yes, he has.
Oh, what's happened there? Yeah, that's why he's so close.
Yeah, F1 Spider was ahead of Unseen and Amenda's now got past him.
Alright, and clear up Gennaro as well, trying to get past his teammate for this race, Matey boy.
We'll come on to the small guy issue. Unless you want to come on to it now. Storm running wide at turn 1 at Superhero. On the back end there. Where? Can't get this open. God's sake. The struggles.
3/10. 2/10.
Closing in. Not going to go for it. Storm in those situations doesn't go for the move. But that gap for the lead is coming down. 2.5 seconds.
Postman's tyres
That gap is coming down. That was 3.1, 3.2 seconds. It's now 2.4. Postman's tyres going with 5-6 laps to go. Felix is going to win this, isn't he? Even without penalties.
Yeah.
Storm doing a good job though, right on the back of Superhero. I'm not even thinking of changing my thing at this point because I'm still struggling to get these speech up favourites open.
Ah dear. Amenta might be looking good for a point here. He's right on the back of JB now for P10.
Yes,
yeah.
I'm still watching that gap to the lead coming down. It's 2.3. Monitor that very closely in the to the viewers that are watching. Monitor that gap very closely because that will come down.
Oh.
I think in the next couple of laps. As Amanda's just got JB.
Side by side. Oh. It's got him. But yeah, has Boastman blown his a golden opportunity here to get maximum points while Unseen will only be scrapping for the minor positions today.
Hey, I've got that 3-second time penalty as well, remember?
Yeah. Him and Unseen. And Rocco. And I think Superhero and Storm.
Postman's got 6 seconds worth, of course.
Yeah, most people have actually. I think more than half the field have got 3-second time penalties.
I'll check it in a minute, because JB's just catching Amanda down the straight.
He is. He might have a move
Just
here.
about got the straight line speed. He's just about got it. Could go for it. Amanda just locking up there through the corner. JB trying to get the move
Good
done.
speed. Not quite.
Very good speed, but not quite enough. Oh yes, have I now actually got the master of my speech of favourites? Yes, it's all beginning to come off now. Yes. Got it. Yes.
JB, you're running a bit wide. Back to the race, everyone. And some of what's going on in the background there. And in my background, oh, Storm's crashed.
Storm's crashed.
Yeah.
The hell? Where's that at? Is that Stavolo?
Yeah, before Blanchimont.
Let's have a look.
That's where Mr. Willows lost it in SRL Season 1. Back on
Mr.
F1
Willows.
2011. Yeah, he was in the lead.
Gaffer lead at 2 seconds.
Yep, matey boy as well. His Storm got damage, yes, because he's pulling in. And Unseen will be up into 8th. That's
going to help. Gennaro on a recovery mission as well. He might scrap a point, maybe.
Quite
Gennaro.
possibly, yeah.
Everyone just spreading themselves out a bit. Time for pace catching Jon Polainen.
Yep, 6 tenths of gap. That will close down to about 4 tenths heading into Lecombe.
Closing in, closing in. He's not close enough though. Straight, just running out in time for him.
So they're on lap 18.
Out of 22, 1.7 seconds for the lead of the race. Gap is still coming down, which is quite unbelievable, really.
Yeah, so Boastman will go 4 more laps on those softs. Is it possible?
Do you know, 3 second time penalty? It could be possible, but I think he can make it on a one-stop strategy.
It would have been easier just to go on the mediums, but he had to do something different because Felix's pace has been amazing. So
Felix's pace. Remember, he's an F1 driver as well. Come on, get it open, man. Go on. Oh, it's not budging. I'm nearly there with my Sweet Shop favourites. I might get it open before the end of the race.
Oh,
in an update. If anybody wants a lolly, come up to Sunderland, I'll give you one. Now that sounded wrong over the stream.
Yes.
Superhero, what's happened to Superhero? Because Jon Polainen and Time for Pace are all over the back of him now.
Yeah, that's a bit odd. Is
Three-way battle for fifth developing.
Soft tyre starting to go?
Softs are going. Them softs are going.
Gennaro on the back of F1 Spider as well.
Come on! Oh, I'm nearly there.
Oh, he's got past already. Up into P11. Great move there.
Jon Polainen on Superhero. Is he closing? He's closing. He's closing. Is he going for it? No, he's not.
Felix will be in DRS.
Back up for the lead. It's 1.2 seconds.
He'll be within DRS very, very soon. And I think Boastman's starting to doubt his strategy. Why did he go onto the softs instead of the mediums, which was the easier
He's got he's got 6 seconds as well. I just want to check Felix's penalties. Boastman has got 2 penalties. Felix has got 2 warnings.
Oh, what a move! He's up into 10th now. Great move.
He is close. He's on a recovery drive. Speaking of recovery drives, Unseen drive on the back of Matey Boy going through P1. Because I get an invite from Azadar Danny. Yes!
KB picks up a penalty, and Felix is nearly within DRS.
Yeah!
So, wait until...
Success! I would have been one of the blackcurrant fruity pop.
Unseen might make a move into the bus stop chicane.
Yes!
Is he close enough? Will he make a move, or will he back off? He's
he's trying to go inside line. Switch back. Switch back. Watch out. Battle for the lead is under a second.
Yep, he's got DRS now, has Felix as well, so that's something to look at with only another 2 laps, not including this one, to go.
Boastman's got slightly more ERS than Felix though, by about 5%, 6%.
Right. Oh, and here comes Jon Polainen.
Oh,
Superhero. Oh, he's fighting back.
Superhero's full back at Lecombe. That's a brilliant move, that. Oh, Jon Polainen though, and getting pushed out by Time for Pace. Time for Pace now up to 5th.
Brilliant. Unseen as well.
Unseen gets past Matey Boy at Lecombe as well.
Still kicking off
moves
there.
going on at Lecombe.
Yeah. So they're all starting to get closer to each other, but look at Felix. Look at this. This is the battle we need to look at now.
Yeah. Just losing a little bit of time though initially. Bossman's tyres, can they make it to the end? I think they can. Looking at the wear, they look very worn. And look at Felix's tyres, they look He's got a blister down that left front though.
Right, but yeah, Felix's tyres are in much better shape than Bossman.
Those tyres are going to go. Bossman's tyres are going to go.
He needs to hang on
very
for
shortly.
Just 2 more laps. Here we go, everyone. If you can put your predictions down on who you think is going to win this one, Bossman or Felix, or will there be a huge crash and Rocco take this unexpectedly?
Now imagine that. Oh, but Felix has got a 3-second time penalty, but he needs to get another one for Bossman and stay side by side. Yeah, but Felix now around the outside, Bossman sticking in the slipstream. Felix has got to get another 3-second time penalty, and then it'll be even Stevens.
Oh, he's lost it!
He's lost it! He's lost it! Oh, unbelievable! Felix's tyres now beginning to go off. That was the rears overheating there, and Felix now losing the lead. He's got it all to do again with 1.5 laps to go. And Time for Pace is right on the back of Superhero going past for 4th. Time for Pace easily past him.
Wow, what a race this is turning into. As, Super a bit sideways there a little bit, trying to get past time there.
3-second time penalty further down the order.
Not quite. I think it was just trying to defend from Toro Rosso of Jon Polainen in yellow flag. What's happened?
It is. Oh, it's somebody further down. It's Unseen, is it? Oh, Unseen?
He's lost out to Matey Boy? What on earth?
Yeah.
What's happened there?
Green flags were coming through that section as well.
He's got past Matey Boy now. Felix. 2/10 this big gap. We're gonna have a last lap showdown here.
He'll try. This is similar to Montana and Button from TFRL A-League last season. Bossman and Felix, exactly the same. Montana was the 100, Button was the 100. He went on these soft tyres, and then Felix, in the position of Montana, got him at the final corner. Surely we're not going to see the same thing.
Well, Felix might get him here for sure with DRS, but Bossman's going to have to try and fight back.
Bossman made a mistake there with the Rouge, and he's handed Felix the win here.
But he'll get the slipstream.
Bossman's going to come back at him. Surely Bossman's going to come back at him and do the come. Felix trying to weave out of the way. Bossman, he's got to force Felix in a bit of a mistake. Those tyres are beginning to go off the cliff though.
Yeah, Felix doesn't make his mistake though, as he made last time.
Felix has got this. As long as he keeps it on the track and within the white lines, he'll win.
Yep, Superhero on time. Look at this. Oh.
Side by side, Time for Pace is still there on the inside. He's there on the outside, just forced out, pushed out. The yellow flag in sector 1 is somebody, Matey Boy maybe, has been called by Amanda. But Felix has now got this. Bossman's efforts of going on those softs. I question when he went on those softs from lap 6 onwards. I really questioned his strategy, and Felix is going to come out on top.
Still a huge battle going on.
Picked up a 3-second penalty.
Jon Polainen down the inside.
Jon Polainen down the inside of Time for Pace. Oh, they make contact a little bit. Pick up a side pod glitch there. Felix now coming through the bus to Belgium.
Brilliant.
Round the final corner, unless there's something dramatic happens. Oh, and he's nearly lost it. He's nearly losing it. Felix wins though. He had us worried there. Bossman has finished second. Good drive from him from the front, being caught on the final lap. Rocco was going to finish in third. A very good drive from him.
He's getting close. Time for Pace.
Time for Pace. He's going to go down the inside at Super Evil. Oh, but he comes across. And that's a 5-second stop goal. That needs to be taken off, I think, because that's Super Evil's fault. That needs to be added on to Super Evil's fault. Oh! And Time for Pace. He had penalties anyways, and he had an unserved stop goal. So 5 seconds essentially gets added on. Jon Polainen gets 5th. Unseen is going to come across the line in 7th. Amanda is 8th. Matey Boy in 9th. And JB's going to round off the top 10. And that's his penalties. Which I think there might be for F1 Spider. JB across the line. F1 Spider jumps him.
Oh.
He gets the final point.
He does indeed.
That string of DNFs ending. Mads has just done the 12th ahead of Gennaro there as well. Storm finished 14th. 2 times in 2 nights superheroes moved under braking. That's from Small Guy, and I have to agree. I have to agree on that.
Yeah, time for
But
pace.
anyway.
He had to go for it. Superhero had to defend. And yeah, that was quite unfortunate there at the end, but quite fortunate for Felix. That Boastman, I have to say, he messed up his strategy. And it is Felix who wins, but Ferrari will be gaining massively on Force India in the standings as the lights have gone out there in Belgium.
Yeah,
they're back. And I
Felix
get 2000
wins
XP. Lovely, thank you very much.
How do you get XP? Disgraceful. Felix wins here in Belgium though. Boastman in 2nd, Rocco in 3rd, Superhero 4th, Jomperland in 5th. I'm going to give my drive of the day for time for pace. That was a solid drive from him. There was an incident with Jackal, which we'll investigate. Unseen has finished 7th, Amanda 8th, Matey Boy 9th, F1 Spider 10th, JB, Mads, Gennaro, Storm, Petty top 15, Little Brookie, Vienmi, Reading Wizards, Jackal, and Bass. Not sure if it was the eyes out. I mean, look at that lap time, 2:38.5. You'd be proud of that.
Oh, my results didn't appear on my screen until the last second, so that was very bizarre.
That 5-second penalty shouldn't have been added. I have to agree on that. Yeah. But then again, he did have a 5-second stop goal, which kind of evens it out.
Yeah, I know that time will probably have recorded. Yeah, right. Bass, Boastman. Wait, who's? Oh yeah, I knew that. It was just the other guy who said something earlier. Didn't know who he was. Oh dear me. I think we'll be okay, because people, I know some people just leave after the interview, so we'll be all right for now. And then I can invite, people, because those guys will leave. So we got a 5-second penalty at the very end, so yeah, that's very strange to see, but right, there we go, and let me just read. Yeah. Ah, dearie me. Right.
Everyone is here.
Everyone is here. Got a full lobby of people. First up, though, as we like to go in chronological order, it is Felix, who has won the Belgian Grand Prix. Congratulations. Good lap in qualifying as well to go into pole position. And yeah, talk us through the first couple of laps, because I know the first lap around Belgium is so difficult because you've got so many people behind you just getting at your slipstream. So yeah, talk us through the first few laps.
Yeah, so I started on softs, and Gennaro next to me started on softs as well, but Boastman behind me started on supers. And he had a amazing start. And then, Rouge, I managed to keep it around the outside. But then he got the slipstream, and that's just so OP in Belgium. And he got me in the first corner. So yeah, I managed to keep the gap on around 2 seconds. And he was on a more conservative strategy, I think, going from the supers to the softs, and I was from the softs going to the mediums. So yeah,
okay, here we go. I know what you can do.
his tires fell off at the end of the race, and I catch up to him. I didn't know how many time penalties he got, but I tried to minimize it, so I only got a 3-second time penalty at the end of the race, and I got him in the on the final lap. So it was really satisfying. Yeah.
Yeah, a thrilling end to that race there, and I think we'll hear from Boastman in a bit, but I think if Boastman were on the mediums, it could have been a slightly different story. But talk us through those last 2 laps, because we saw you, I think, on lap 21 getting past Boastman, but then you had a bit of a slide, a bit of a half spin, and Boastman got through again. So, and of course you picked up a penalty on the second to last lap, and Boastman also had 1 penalty, so it meant that you guys were equal on equal terms in those last couple of laps. So yeah, talk us through that battle you had with Boastman right at the end, and how you were feeling at the time. Like, did you think you were able to win that race from the position that you were in?
Yeah, what happened in lap 21 was, I think I was pushing very hard, and my tires were just too warm, and I had made a mistake all race, but then my tires were just too warm. So I made a mistake and spun, but managed to keep it on track, and had to overtake Boastman again. And then on lap 22, I picked up a time penalty, a Rouge, I think, or it was lap 21, I don't know. Yeah, he made a mistake in a Rouge, because it's very difficult this year.
Yeah.
And I got him.
Yeah, we saw a lot of people make mistakes into El Rouge and Radion, and not so much in the race, but we still saw quite a few moments there. But yeah, good result for you today. First win since the Canadian Grand Prix, and arguably you could have won the French Grand Prix as well, and a couple of others if you didn't make mistakes. So heading into the Italian Grand Prix for next week, what do you think you can achieve at Monza?
Yeah, that's one of my better tracks, so I hope to get a win again, of course, and get some good points for the championship.
Of course, because the championship for you is not over yet, because although Unseen's about 1 million points ahead, it seems, it is still possible. So never know what can happen in these last 8 or 9 races. So congratulations on your victory today, and good luck for next week's race, and possibly F1 as well.
Thank you.
And in second place, it is... If he's here, hang on, I need to have a look actually who's here. Oh, he's not here. Let me invite him again. But anyway, we'll go on to the third place man, who is Rocco. Congratulations, you're back on the podium since the first race, I think it is.
Hello, Boastman. Do Boastman, he's there.
Boastman's here. Okay, Boastman. Well, it looked like during the majority of that race, it looked like your race to lose, but you did lose it in the end. Do you think going on to the soft tyres for your last stint was a bad call to make? Do you think the mediums would have granted you the victory today? Hello? Is he here? Oh, oh, I didn't even see that on my screen. Oh, dearie me. Now it says he's left. Alright, we'll just stick to Rocco. If Boastman joins again, we'll just wait a little bit there. So, Rocco, yes. Did you ever think you'd have a chance here in Belgium to get a podium?
Yeah, I have to sit my pace on time trial. It's probably one of my best tracks on this game now. So.
Interesting. Yeah, and you didn't have the pace really to challenge for the win today, but you kept out of trouble. You were in a great position, and you weren't involved in the battle for 4th and 5th at the end because you were you had a substantial gap there. So yeah, talk us through actually from the beginning, the first few laps, because they're always chaotic. So yeah, how was it for you anyway?
I'll talk about qualifying because I was not happy.
Oh, you got a collision with Little Brick or something?
Yeah, I spun a rally on my first lap, and I'm off in the grass on the left side, and Little Brookie also crashes behind me, hits me, and I get a 5-place penalty, and I'm off the track. I can't do anything about it.
Oh, that's
so I was
unfortunate.
not happy at all with that. But then,
yeah,
a lap that was good enough for second right at the end was probably one of the best I've done this year. So.
Yeah, of course, because yeah, you would have been starting second without that penalty, unfortunately. But in the end, it was the P3 for you, first podium, like I said, since your victory, I do believe, back in Australia, which seems such a long time ago. So must be good to get 15 points, and of course the next race is going to be extremely important for your team. You're in a Ferrari, it's Monza. What do you think you can do?
Have another boring race hopefully and get a top 5 finish. I'll do it.
Fantastic. Well, congratulations on P3 today. I've never done that before. Yes. Good luck for next week. And next up we have... Boastman's not here, is he? So we shall go to whoever's next. Superhero, I guess, was the next one, technically. Unofficially, because we got to investigate things. Superhero. Well, that was a very entertaining race. Starting on the mediums there. How did that strategy pay off for you then?
I think the strategy pulled off really well. Racing on the mediums went pretty well. I think at the end of it, I think I should have pushed the mediums more because on like a couple final laps, on lap 21 and lap 22, the soft tyres were just dying off, and I think I was just losing more time and time.
Yeah, and of course we saw you have that epic battle with Time for Pace and Jon Palainen. Yeah, take us through that battle, of course, because that was crucial, you know. A lot of points were up for grabs there.
I want to say big respect to Time for Pace. He's done more better than last time in Hungary. It was more fun and clean. Same with but same with the other drivers. I think it was quite fair, really. I think for the final couple of corners, it was a bit aggressive. But then once again, when I tried to get the traction, softs wasn't ripping at all. So I don't know what to say with the race, but other than that, it was quite fun. Fighting nearly half of the drivers up to the field at 10th. It was quite great battling, really.
Yeah, and good solid points in the end, but of course heading into the last corner, the last two corners, time went for a bit of a desperate move down the inside. You must have been thinking, oh no, you know, that could be...
I think at that point I was like, here we go, Hungary again. But then I was like, it was a bit too greedy in my point of view. I think he should have just like settled for 5th, but if he wanted to make the move, it's fair enough, really, fair plays, but I just wanted to cover the inside, but still getting a little bit pushed out. With my point, trying to like get that power down on the final corner. And I know people saw me a bit tappy on time for pace. It wasn't on purpose. It was unfortunate that I did do that, but the tyres were just like not accepting it. I think I should have done the opposite strategies, done the same what everyone did, softs and mediums. But other than that, yeah, I think we got a good performance out of the car today. Not racing in the right car though, but I think Sauber was alright today. I don't know, will the Sauber points be added or not? Who knows? It could be added to the runners, but who knows? But I think 4th place was a good result for me, and yeah.
Yeah, just to update you on the situation there. So Amenda returned, and you did replace him at Renault, but he's back. So you'll score a point for Sauber in this one because Amenda and Macy Boy, of course.
That's fair enough, because I was
start.
wondering how that's going to work.
Yeah, but anyway, next up's Monza. So what can you do in Paris?
I think Monza is a strong track for me. I know the weakest track, what I've seen with everyone, is Ascari. The left, right, left, you don't want to hit that hard curve, but if not, you're going to be sending into a wall. I'm going to try my best to avoid that. But yeah, Monza is quite a fun track. It's all top speed. I think it's going to be fun. Who knows? It's just going to be dependent, really.
Indeed. Well, congratulations on great points, good position in the end in Belgium, and good luck for next week.
Thank you.
And next up we have time for pace. Apparently Jacko wants to hear something, so yeah,
Moving on to the driver of the day then. Anthony Davidson.
I
think it's got to be Kimi Räikkönen. He's not always spectacular, but he quietly gets the job done, and that's the case today.
That's it for today's Grand Prix.
Okay, right.
Ball boy's got Snapchat.
Well, I don't really use it at all, so. Alright, I mean, yeah. If you send it on Discord, I guess if that's possible, that'd be easier.
Discord,
but...
Twitter, something like that.
Yeah. But anyway, we must interview time for pace. Very interesting race. How were the first few laps for you? Of course, in the mid pack, I think you started the race.
Yeah,
roughly. So
terrible qualifying. I got an invalidated lap at the end, which kind of hindered me. So I started down in 16th place, I think it was. So on the first lap, I got a good start. I worked my way up into 10th, and then in like the 5th corner, the VM and me collided. Right, I tried to go for an ambitious move on the outside, clipped his back tyre, so I spun round and put me back down to 17th on the grid, and from there I worked my way back through. And then with the Jacko incident, I tried to make a move around the outside, and then I got pushed off the track, and then I lost it on the curb, and then like I couldn't save my car, and the car just went into him, unfortunately. So I couldn't really do anything about that. But
okay.
After that, I just fought my way through the field. I had good pace at the end of my soft stint. I tried to fight for the 4th place, but in the end I went through. I saw that Super was braking like really early in the bus stop chicane, so I thought I'll go for a move down the inside, and then I had the room going onto the apex, and then just cut across at the last second, which got me the 5th place grid penalty. 5 grid penalty thing, so I finished 6th.
Oh yeah.
I think I deserve 5th, or I don't know. But yeah, that was my race.
Yeah, it was a do or die move into the final
yeah,
corners, but
I was alongside him. My wing was ahead.
Yeah, it wasn't as ridiculous as Billy's move in F3, because he was about 7/10 behind. You were only about 3/10, so yeah, and it was the final corner of the last lap of the race. So yeah, I would have done this. I think everyone would have, at least attempted something.
Superhero moved on the brake, and I think that's what we're missing. Like it was all fair,
Yeah.
and then in the last second he moved, which forced me onto the curve, which got me the 5-second penalty. So like, yeah, I think Superior beat me to the line, but like I think the 5-second penalty is ridiculous. To be honest.
I'm going to agree with that. I don't think that 5-second penalty should be on a thing. I didn't even actually know that happened.
Yeah. But I only had 3 seconds, and like it's bullshit. But with the Jackal incident, I had no control of my car at the time. Like I tried to save it, but I don't know who was behind us. If they have a POV, we might see it work. Well, I've got a POV. I haven't got a POV of the Superhero because it decided to only record the last 5 seconds. But
Ah, dear me. That would have been useful, but
I think I have, but if you want me to upload that, I can make it.
that could be a bit tricky. Well, there's the stewards chat in the Discord, which everyone uses, so that's what I usually use. Yeah. Alright, I'll have to send you a link, or someone will have to send you a link to that, to the actual chat. But anyway, looking ahead to the next race in Monza, how do you think you'll get on?
I'm hoping to just finish where my pace is really, like 5th to 7th. I think I belong at the moment. So
Yeah,
I'm hoping for the top 7 finish.
interesting.
And
So
it seems to, I always get in a battle with Superhero ever since it's gone to the league. So
yeah,
so
that's quite
in
strange.
Monza, I'm looking forward to our battle there.
Fantastic. That would be helpful, yes. But yeah, so congratulations on a good result here today, and good luck for the next one next week in Monza, Italy. And next up we have, quite unusually, it has to be said, Unseen Nightmare. And I'll send you a link in a bit. Or someone else will send you a link to it. Unseen, oh, that was a bit of a nightmarish race for you, unfortunately. Well, it all kicked off really on the first lap. You were dropping positions all over the place, picked up a bit of damage. Talk us through the first lap, because that's where your race really unravelled.
Yeah, big apologies to Jon Polainen. Misjudged the braking into turn 1 and went straight into the back of him. So, completely my fault.
Oh right, I think I saw Toro Rosso go off at turn 1, so that explains that.
Apologies for that.
Yeah, but even in qualifying, you didn't have the pace in the wet challenge for even a front row start.
Yeah, I know I didn't have the pace in the intermediate conditions. I got pretty good pace in the dry, extraordinary pace in the wet, terrible in the intermediates. So.
So the midway point that didn't help at all. But I guess it was a good recovery drive for you. You pulled off some good moves on people, but
yeah, I had some great fun. I ended up coming out in last place. Decided to go onto the super softs, just to try and claw back a bit of time. It worked quite well. Pitted onto the softs. I knew I could get the softs to the end from there quite comfortably. Had some really good battles. 2 or 3 lap battle with Amanda, which was great fun. Got up to P7, and then weirdly on lap 21, just the corner before you come down the hill to go to No Name, I was coming around there in 4th gear, and my car just went into 1st gear and stopped dead.
Oh.
It's like I hit a wall. It was really weird. Matey boy made it back past me, but I got him back again down into no name. But it was really, really weird.
Oh, I hope it's not an invisible car glitch that we've seen in most of the F3 races this season.
If it was, I got lucky because all it did was slow me down by about 2 or 3 seconds.
Oh, right. Well, that's so bizarre. But
I'll
yeah.
stick it on YouTube anyway. It was weird.
Okay. Well, that would be interesting and a great watch to see what happened there. Yeah, a bit of a damage limitation race for your championship, of course. You do lose points to Felix, Boastman. So heading into the next race, which is the Italian Grand Prix. How's your pace looking there? Do you think you'll be back in the fight for the win?
I don't know about my pace. I know I enjoy it. It's a really nice, fast-flowing circuit, and I really enjoy it. Perhaps see if the pace comes with the enjoyment.
Indeed, and the pattern continues of you winning a race and then not winning it next time, and then winning it again, and then not winning the next one. So
makes it more
yeah.
interesting.
It does, yeah. And
congratulations to Felix on the win.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Great drive from Felix, and Boastman did well as well to try and get in the fight as well. So yeah, commiserations today, I guess, unseen, but there's always next time.
Oh
so.
no, I enjoyed it. It was great fun.
Good luck for Monza is what I'll leave you on. And yeah, great action, great racing from you today.
Thank you very much.
And next up we have Mender, who finished I think P8 or P9 in that race. Not a great start to your comeback with a crash going through El Rouge and into Razion. What happened in qualifying?
Well, my mind was thinking about the dry conditions, and it was wet. I pushed very hard in Eau Rouge, and then, well, I crashed into the wall with the back of the car.
And that, of course, impacted your race start position, of course, starting last. And then, of course, you had to make your way through the order, and you did so very well. In the end, finishing P8, making some great moves on drivers trying to get past. Talk us through, yeah, how was the race for you, and yeah, getting past those people to try and get as high up as you could.
Yeah, it was a really good start because I find myself in 14, I think, after the first corner. But then being behind, I think Stone, he broke a little bit earlier than I expected and couldn't react in time, and lost a little bit of front wing that made me go slower than expected. Pit a little bit earlier and then push very hard with the mediums. Yeah, have some great battles with Unseen or JD or Matey Boy. Yeah, really, I really have fun in this race, and yeah, very happy to be back, at least for one race.
Oh yeah, so looking to next week, do you think you'll race in Monza or maybe not?
Yeah, I think so, but I don't know certainly. Maybe I could say if I'm racing on Monday, maybe I could decide it because I don't know my time.
Oh right, okay. Well, yeah, please keep us updated and let us know. But yeah, how if you do race in Monza, what do you think your chances are of getting a good result there? Do you think you've got the pace to challenge for a victory or podium or 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th? What do you think?
I don't know. Maybe I could challenge for top 6, maybe, because today I have seen that when Unseen passed me, I said okay, I try to maintain his pace, and I did pretty well. So maybe a top 6 will be fine with racing. A top 6, I will be happy to be there.
Yeah, well, you did finish in 6th place in F3 last season in Italy. So, yeah, of course, the competition is a lot higher in F2 than F3. So, yeah, but all the best anyway. Hopefully, you'll race in Italy, and yeah, good luck for the next time that you race, which hopefully will be in
Thank you very much.
And I think we have Boastman back.
Yep. Testing.
We do. Ah,
Yeah.
right. I went on a bit of a speech and then you just left, so.
Yeah, might fucking up a bit. Yeah, I'm back here now.
Yeah, well, do you think you messed up your strategy a little bit? Do you think if you went onto the mediums, you would have won that race?
Potentially, but with the penalties I had, I would have lost it anyway. For me to have won and get the time, I probably would have had to have extended the supers a lap or two, but I just couldn't. I had to pit. And then when I came out on the softs, I caught up to a bit of traffic on the people that started on the softs, so naturally I lost a bit of time there, and then yeah, that's probably where I lost the race. But for some reason, credit to Felix, he had incredible pace today. Sector 1 especially, he would always gain 0.4 of a second. I don't know where that's from. I don't know if he's on a wheel or whatever, but I'd gain it all back in the middle, and then towards the end of the race he was actually equaling in the middle, so yeah, it was a losing battle, but I put up a good fight.
Yeah, it was such an extraordinary battle, and actually you were both level on the penalty situation going into the last lap, so yeah, it's difficult to say whether you'd have potentially won if you put the mediums on, but I guess you had to give it a go anyway on the softs. But yeah, you must have been pretty happy to see Unseen down in P7 in the end there. You gain on him by 12 points in the championship. Yeah, so it's come down a little bit, so I think the gap's now 60 or 70 points instead of 80 or something, so yeah, if you keep doing this, you'll be in the lead of the championship by Abu Dhabi. So do you think, looking at the championship now, do you think you're still going to go at it every race hoping to clinch this championship? I hope not, but it does sound like that. Someone's being cooked alive. Oh dear. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay. Jacko, I guess we'll go to you because I don't know where both events gone, but yeah, good qualifying on your comeback. Really, I think you set a good initial lap, and then it kind of you didn't really respond after that one. Blanchimon, yeah. Oh. Yeah, well, there's always the race, of course, to improve on a poor qualifying session. And it was looking good. Talk us through the first lap or so before your crash. Yeah.
This is so funny. Oh yeah, I'm not sure who to join, but I'm trying. Yeah, that's where I'm joining.
Yeah, it's unfortunate really, and well, I guess you just gotta look forward to next week now, and that being the Italian Grand Prix. What do you think your chances are of picking up good result here?
Yeah, I did, but it came up the same message. Oh, right.
Yeah. Definitely. Because I don't think... Have you scored a point yet in F2 or not?
What does that mean?
I'm not too sure. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you'll get there eventually, hopefully. But yeah, commiserations on your race today. But yeah, good luck for Monza next week.
I don't know who you are.
And we have Jon Palainen's here.
Okay, I'm just sending it to everyone.
He is. Hello. Well,
Hello.
it's rare we get to hear it from you, but it's great that you're here anyway. Yeah, so talk us through the race, talk us through the start, because we did hear that Unseen, I think, rammed into the back of you, unfortunately, into turn 1. So, yeah, talk us through the start of the race for you, the first lap.
Yeah, went up then at turn 1 on the outside, lost pretty much the entire field. Well, not entirely, but I think I was like P14 or something when I came back on. And I got a 5-second stop go for apparently overtaking someone when I was out there somewhere off track, so that didn't help things either. But after that it went pretty well with the race. Clawed back some positions, and I had to pit and start my stop go and do it again.
Right. I did not know that. Yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, it was a fun race. Had some good battles with Ladyboy and in the end with Superhero and someone else. Time for Pace, I think.
Yeah.
We're running pretty close, streaming off of each other there.
Yeah, actually talk us through that battle, because did you think that you could have potentially got P4? Because those guys were right ahead of you. You could literally see their rear wings and what was written, all the sponsors on their cars, because you were that close. So yeah, did you think P4 was on today, on the final couple of laps of the race?
Yeah, it would have been, I don't know, if it played out my way. I think we were pretty even on pace for the last few laps there, so I got past time for Pace at like pretty early in the medium stint, I think, but then he got past me again when I was battling Superhero. And then when they were battling, I was just sitting behind and trying to get a nose in whenever I could. But couldn't quite get past either of them. And I think I took 5th on penalties or something.
Yeah,
because I was 6th on track. Yeah,
I think you did. Yeah. So good result for you today, and great momentum to continuing to try and carry into the next race, which is the Italian Grand Prix. So, yeah, what do you think you can achieve at Monza?
Hopefully a bit better. I think on some races I've had the pace to be up there, fighting for wins. Maybe. Not every time, but on some tracks I haven't really done much in Monza yet. But I think it's been a pretty decent track for me in last year's game. So
I guess. I hope to be up there fighting for a win.
Of course. Well, good luck for next week in Monza. You're still in the championship battle, I guess, mathematically speaking. So yeah, let's see what could happen in the next final 8 or 9 races, how many we have left until Abu Dhabi. So yes, congratulations on a good result today, and good luck for Monza.
Yeah. Cheers. Thanks. Bye.
And Boseman's back, and before he disconnects again, I'm just going to ask you, what are your chances for Monza? How do you think you'll go there? Of course, the home race for your team Ferrari, so I guess you want to try and win it.
Gotta get a podium for the boys, but no, I should be aiming for top 3 definitely. Hopefully the win. I feel that I'll have some strong pace around this. Well, yeah, I hope.
Indeed, well, good luck. Oh, wow, science. Good luck for next week, and congratulations on a good result here today.
Catch you Saturday, man.
Boseman, oh yes, of course. For F1, so good luck for that as well.
You too, man. See you then.
And with that, is that everyone? Yes, it is.
Oh, yeah, don't work, do they?
God, suggestion, or was that just... Oh yeah, that's right, we'll have to... something about that. But anyway, that is the end, unless someone else has anything to say before I wrap things up.
Congratulations to me on being announced head of driver performance at Amazon Racing.
What did you make of my super soft quali lap?
Oh yeah, it was a good gamble, but yeah, it didn't really work out. But yeah.
I've got something to say actually.
Okay.
Tomorrow, last night's incident, GT Sport, small guy, he wants to know what the penalties are.
Oh yeah, so I've only saved the replay, so I was going to look into it and actually get footage from the post, whatever you call it, replay thing, because I think that would be great, because I don't know if I caught a good view of it on stream, so... yeah, we've got a few days, of course, before the next race, so I'll look into that. I know you're always, every driver's always desperate to know what's happening with penalties and whatever, but don't worry, it's definitely been noted. So yeah, we'll try and respond as soon as we can, really, with that.
My final reminder as well: TFRL Air League tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, Austria.
And my reminder as well is that you
might be with me again.
Oh. Oh, right, okay. Just trying to think what tomorrow. Hopefully.
Friday.
Yeah, I know what day. Yeah, I'm just thinking. Anyway, right. What's my reminders? Oh yeah, so we've got one more race this week for the FRL, and that is F1. At 6 PM on Saturday. That will be the Belgian Grand Prix, and that championship is actually getting to be F3 kind of tightness, because Surface and Boseman and myself are getting some good results, so that is really making things extremely interesting there. And then, of course, next week, F3 Italian Grand Prix, 7 PM on Monday, GT Sport on Wednesday around the Lago Maggiore.
Lago Maggiore. Oh God, what was my voice doing that? Lago Maggiore.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Then we're back for F2 on Thursday, this time next week on Thursday. At 7 PM for the Italian Grand Prix. Hopefully Gennaro can race for that one at his home track that he won in Season 1. Couldn't quite do in Season 2, of course, with Oxide and Montana completely dominating the race. But Gennaro gave it a good go, actually. He's got really good pace around there, so hopefully he can race for that event. And then it's F1 at 6 PM on Saturday. This time next week, of course, actually not this time next week. In 2 days' time. This time next week, if that makes any sense. 6 PM Saturday for the Italian Grand Prix. But that is it. So, yeah, the championship, of course, can be won in GT Sport. Jack Meyer, he just needs to turn up, I think, really, and then he's all sorted. Actually, I don't think he needs to turn up. I think if JB doesn't win, then it's all over, essentially. So, yeah, if you want to see a championship being won, then tune into GT Sport next week, because you'll be seeing something which a lot of people in the FRL paddock didn't think would happen. Jack Meyer winning a world championship. So
and if you're a fan of me, I'll be there too.
yeah, a lot of people will be there, of course. Hopefully, yeah, we'll see. It'll be a celebratory race for what has been a very interesting season, indeed. And with that, I shall say thank you for watching, everyone. Hopefully, there's no more comments coming in, so I can say David Coulthard.
Well, check on them.
We'll have a quick check.
Why are you using the boat?
No more comments.
Brilliant. Well, thank you to the 7 people who.
Steward Discord.
Oh yeah, I'll have a look at Discord as well. And I'll also make you a moderator at time. Don't worry about that.
You sound you shouted out Saturday 7 o'clock or 6 o'clock.
Yes, and you will be racing. I'm not racing. Commentating.
Yeah, we will. We will, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah,
and just in case, Jack and Superior or whatever will be on standby for that. But anyway, that is it. So thank you for watching, everyone. We had a good number of people watching, so I appreciate that. Appreciate all the people in the lobby who raced today. And also, finally, last but not least, James said 14. Thank you very much for commentating alongside me in the commentary box once again for this one. And on that note, I shall leave it there, wrap things up. Thank you for watching, everyone. Next time we'll be at Italy for F2. But until then, and F1 actually as well for Belgium. Thank you for watching. And until next time, goodbye. All together now.
Disgrace.
David Coulthard. David Coulthard.
David Coulthard.
David Coulthard. David Coulthard. David Coulthard. David Coulthard. David Coulthard. David Coulthard. David Coulthard. David Coulthard. David Coulthard. David Coulthard. David Coulthard.